Killing 2 people in a shooting at a downtown restaurant last month is expected back in court. Arthur Simpson is currently in jail on a $1 million bond. Police say he turned in the gun used in the shooting at the Southern Restaurant and Lounge, telling investigators he was working security there on August 27th, the night of the shooting. In addition to the 2 deaths, 4 other people were hurt. Simpson is charged with murder and assault. He's due in court at 9.
And this morning, Metro Police are looking for whoever shot and killed a teenager in West Louisville. It happened Saturday night on Stratton Court near 36th Street. That's in the Park DeVale neighborhood. The coroner's office identified the victim as 14-year-old Alston Walters. If you know anything, you're asked to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD.
Right now, a Southern Indiana family is suing Greater Clark County Schools over the loss of their son.
That's right. 15-year-old Jace Emily took his own life in May, just days after he was arrested at school. Now his family claims the way the arrest was handled just wasn't right. WHAS11's Alexis Jones sat down with the mother and the family's attorney to break down this lawsuit.
You know, every parent says their kid's a good kid, but Jace was that good kid that we just never had a problem with, and he never seemed unhappy or upset. He just liked his life, and he liked everything.
Elise Emily, too devastated to talk on camera, says that all changed on May 17th when Jace took his own life. Just 3 days after, she says, the 15-year-old was arrested for having a vape pen inside of Charlestown High School.
Jace told us that he was handcuffed and shackled. I can only imagine as a kid to know that happened to him and people could see him.
Elise says she wasn't notified until the school's resource officer was on the way to Clark County Juvenile Detention Center with Jace. According to the arrest report, his pen tested positive for marijuana. Officer Kevin Fisher says he also researched the vape brand online and learned it had an 83% THC level. However, the Emily's attorney, Gordon Ingle, says the punishment didn't fit the crime.
We don't believe he had probable cause to search his locker. They started a criminal investigation and they talked to him, which is a violation of the law, because before you can talk to a juvenile, you have to give that juvenile the chance to have meaningful consultation. And this was just police overreach, if there ever were any.
And to make matters worse, Elise says administrators expelled Jace from school and the sport he loves.
It didn't hit us of what that might do to him until after he was gone.
According to the tort claim filed on behalf of Jace's family, the teen was wrongfully arrested and detained, and his constitutional rights were violated. The claim also names Greater Clark County Schools and Clark County Sheriff's Office responsible for the damages. We reached out to both parties, each declined to comment. In Charlestown, Alexis Jones, WHAS 11 on your side.
If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, help is available. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Someone is available to talk with you 24/7.
Well, more local news now. A passenger was detained at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport for breaching security. Now, that incident happened around 6:30 yesterday morning when airport officials say a passenger breached a TSA security checkpoint. That forced the delay of other screenings and departing flights. While security tried to find that passenger. Eventually, they did find that person on a Southwest flight leaving to Chicago. That person was detained. All the other passengers on board that airplane were deplaned, had to be rescreened, and then they were allowed to take off. Airport operations were back to normal around 7:45. And today, the public has a chance to honor former Kentucky Democratic Governor Brereton Jones in Frankfort. He's going to be lying in state in the Kentucky Capitol Rotunda from 10 to 7. His family will host a public visitation from 3 to 7. Former Governor Jones's funeral is tomorrow morning at 10 at the Forks of the Elkhorn Baptist Church in Midway. Jones served as Kentucky governor from 1991 to 1995. He died last week at the age of 84.
We've got some major developments overnight to a national story we have been covering for months now. It's, of course, the ongoing Hollywood writers' strike. Finally, after 5 months, there is a tentative deal to potentially end the strike. But that doesn't mean your favorite shows will be returning right away. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
This morning, they have a deal.
My phone is blowing up with joy. People thanking each other, people that are so excited that they're going out right now.
After 146 days, the Writers Guild has reached a tentative agreement with studios to end the historic strike that has paralyzed Hollywood and shut down production since May. The WGA negotiating committee writing to its members, "We can say with great pride that this deal is exceptional, with meaningful gains and protections for writers in every sector of the membership." The 3-year contract still needs to be legally finalized before a vote by Writers Guild leadership expected as early as tomorrow. Once approved, the contract will be sent to union members for a ratification vote.
I know they would not have told us a tentative deal was reached and told us that picketing is suspended if it wasn't exemplary.
The WGA reportedly made progress on some of the most contentious issues, including viewership residual payments for writers and minimum staffing guarantees on shows. Once the deal is ratified, late night and daytime talk shows will return within days, but it will still take weeks to write scripts for narrative shows and even longer for those shows to enter production. And the actors, represented by SAG-AFTRA, need to agree on a contract before they can get back in front of the camera. In a statement, SAG-AFTRA congratulated the writers' union on their contract, saying, "While we look forward to reviewing the WGA and the AMPTP's tentative agreement, we remain committed to achieving the necessary terms for our members."
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Though the WGA has suspended picketing, writers are not returning to work until authorized by the Guild.